the introduction to A Christmas Carol, it's a dark and dreary Christmas Eve in Victorian London. The wealthy miser Ebenezer Scrooge is shut up in his counting house with his sole employee, the mistreated Bob Cratchit. Scrooge's nephew Fred invites Scrooge to dine with his family on Christmas Day. In the rising action, Scrooge refuses to donate any money to help the poor. That night, Scrooge is visited by the ghost of Jacob Marley, his former business partner who had been dead for 7 years. He has come to warn Scrooge of the terrible afterlife that awaits him should he fail to change his ways. Marley's ghost is shackled with a heavy chain, and Scrooge's chain will be even longer and heavier than his own, unless Scrooge drastically changes his ways. Marley has arranged for 3 spirits to visit him that night. When Scrooge hears the clock strike 1, the first spirit arrives, the ghost of Christmas past, a spirit with a bright light emanating from under its hat. He brings Scrooge through a series of memories, happy and sad. Again, Scrooge awakens, and the second ghost also visits at precisely 1 o'clock. The ghost of Christmas present is a merry giant, the embodiment of Christmas spirit, who takes Scrooge into the London streets. Scrooge witnesses the holiday celebrations of Bob Cratchit and Fred. At the Cratchit house, Scrooge sees the everyday struggle of his employee, who has a large family, including a disabled son. It's clear Cratchit's meager salary isn't enough to help the family survive. Fred's holiday party is filled with company and games. Finally, along comes the ghost of Christmas yet to come, a foreboding, shrouded figure who doesn't speak, only pointing a long, bony finger in the direction Scrooge should travel. The spirit takes Scrooge around town after the death of a prominent businessman. In the climax of the story, Scrooge realizes the dead businessman is himself, and death is imminent. Scrooge begs the spirit to reverse time and allow him to make amends. In the following action, alive and well, Scrooge joyfully realizes he's been given a second chance. And in the resolution, Scrooge becomes a benefactor for the Cratchit family, living the rest of his life better than his word, becoming a good friend, master, and man.